Welcome to the Dreamlands. We're back with some more Deserts of Kharak multiplayer. It has been a couple of weeks since I've had the opportunity to cast a multiplayer game, and I am in the mood. Got a couple good replays sent to me as well, so looking to get into it. Just before we jump in, I wanted to mention real quick that in case you're wondering about the next episode in my strategy guide, multiplayer strategy guide series that is coming, I know I typically post those every weekend, and that is still the plan. However, I was really busy yesterday and I didn't have the opportunity to work on it yet. I do have this week's episode and next week's episode already planned out. I know what I'm doing. It's just a matter of sitting down and getting it done. I'm gonna try to do that tonight and hopefully post it to my channel tomorrow. At the very latest, it will be in the next couple of days, so I do apologize for the delay on that, but yeah, it is coming. It's going to be a Soban build order, and it's a cool one, so stay tuned for that. It is coming very shortly. And now that I'm finished uploading the first campaign from Mass Recall, I am taking a little bit of a break from StarCraft just for a couple of weeks. So I'll have the opportunity to upload a bit more Deserts of Kharak multiplayer. I have quite a few videos planned, so we'll be seeing several of those crop up over the next week or two before I get back into doing some campaign playthroughs. And I just wanted to let you guys know what was up with that. So let's get right into the game here. I think we're going to go with this one. I haven't watched the replay yet, so I don't know anything about this game. I do know all of the players involved in it, and they are all competent, solid players, so it should be a pretty darn good matchup. And it is on a map that I really enjoy, Firebase Kriil. And an interesting thing that I'm noticing right now is we have one of each faction in this game. So we've got, well, actually, like, Team 1 is like the protagonist factions, Soban and Coalition, and Team 2 will be Khaaneph and Gaalsien, the antagonist factions, so that should be pretty cool. And Empty Soul, JDeezNutz, and Casual Male Extra Large. These guys are all old schoolers in the DOK scene. I've been playing with them since the beginning, so they're all pretty experienced and pretty competent. Now Mathias, I am familiar with him. He's rather new onto the scene. However, all of the games that I've played with him, he has proven himself to be a very competent RTS player. So I would say that this is looking to be a pretty even matchup. It should be a pretty darn good game. Alright, as we're getting in, let's do some player introductions. We'll take a look at the map and then get into the action. So spawning on the south side of Firebase Kriil, we've got Team 1, and it is going to be JDeezNutz playing as the Coalition. His ally, spawning right beside him, playing as the Soban faction, it is going to be Empty Soul. If you follow my channel, this player needs no introduction. You have seen him a lot. Very good player. Now their opponents spawning on the north side of Firebase Kriil. It is going to be Casual Male Extra Large, and he is going to be playing as a really cool colored Gaalsien, actually, the blue and black. I like that a lot. And his ally, spawning right beside him, is going to be Mathias, playing as the Khaaneph. And look at that carrier, man. That is just sexy. Probably my favorite looking unit in the entire game. I know I've said that before. I'll probably say it again.
Proceed to our use site.
And this map is awesome. I love it. I've had so many good games on this map. It's super unique. It's probably one of the most different playing maps out of the entire map pool. I love it. There's so many awesome terrain features that make unit positioning absolutely crucial. These high ground spots right here are perfect for railguns. There's a ton of line of sight blocking stuff that's great for artillery, so you usually see a lot of really cool games on this map, and it's pretty easy to defend your expansion sites, so macro plays are definitely pretty common. And it looks like most of our players are setting up some long distance mining, except for Casual Male. Or is that him down here? Yeah, it is. So all players looking to get their resources underway. We've got a couple blast drones heading in from Mathias. He's going to look to do some serious damage here. Ooh, but he only picks up one salvager. So I would say 2 blast drones for 1 salvager is not an efficient trade. Some nice splits by Empty there. I do like that. Look at this guy, and he's continuing to produce blast drones. That's one of the awesome things about Khaaneph Base Runner. It is super, super unique. Let's check this guy out. He actually looks really damn cool too. I love the Khaaneph style. But yeah, their Base Runner can produce blast drones, which are like small suicide units, and they're super, super good against clumped up light vehicles. So they're pretty devastating for hitting your opponent's economy or clearing out large groups of strike craft. So it looks like Mathias on the back of his blast drone harassment has grabbed an artifact. Casual has grabbed an artifact as well. So Team 2 looking to get a pretty big lead in the early game here. Now, Empty's got a group of LAVs that are starting to stream out onto the map, and they're going to try to prevent this blast, or this base runner, pardon me, from getting the artifact to the extraction zone, but I don't think that's going to happen. Some nice micro with these blast drones can totally ward off all of these LAVs. What's going on here? Holy Christ, look at this. Very nice. JDeezNutz is sending out some... Okay, I don't know if I could say that this game without laughing every single time, but I will try my best. JDeezNutz is sending out 6 AAVs onto the field. And what do we have that's going to be able to counter this? Absolutely nothing as of right now. So Team 2 is looking pretty good here. They're about to deliver their second artifact. They're going to take a 2-0 lead, or pardon me, a 2-1 lead. JDeezNutz also grabbed an artifact and is dropping it off. Look at all these AAVs, man. That is crazy. Does he have any upgrades for him? He does. He has armor upgrades as well, so this is a nice timing attack here. Let's check this guy out as well. Now, if you're not familiar with this game, the AAV is like your armored phalanx unit. Super, super durable and extremely good at shutting down light vehicles. It's pretty much the counter to light vehicles. It has suppressive fire on its weapons, so it'll slow down the movement of any target that it's firing upon. Really, really good unit. And crazily tanky. Like, they're pretty cheap and very tanky. So it looks like JDeezNutz is just amassing a pretty big... How many does he have here? He's got 7 AAVs. That's nuts. I would expect him to be producing a support cruiser next. Yet he is, so he's going to expand his economy wisely on the back of this big, big push. And what the heck is Casual Male going to do about this? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much, except for flee, which is the right choice. This number of AAVs can totally shut down mining and can do a serious amount of damage to your salvagers in the early part of the game. And I would like to see JDeezNutz just push up into here. I don't think he really wants to spend too much time meandering about the middle of the map. That'll give his opponent the necessary time that he needs to create a counter for this. So, in my opinion, JDeezNutz should have pushed right up into the main resourcing location of Casual Male here and just started harassing his salvagers. But it looks like he's moving over onto the right side of the map to help out here. It looks like Mathias was able to take a serious lead over on the right-hand side. He has a massive number of skimmers. He's got blast drones, and it looks like he pushed Empty back pretty good here. So, not a bad idea, I suppose, helping out your ally. I think it would have been a little bit better to go and hit the economy, but this is pretty good here. He's actually pushing in quite deep into Mathias here, and he's forcing a full retreat, so I do like that. But we now have assault railguns on the field for Casual Male, so that is going to shut this down completely. I mean, this is a lot of AAVs though, so look at that. They were able to take out a base runner, cause a full retreat from our Khaaneph player Mathias. I'm not sure why Casual Male is getting his assault railguns right on top of these AAVs. Probably not a good idea. But looks like the combined fire from the sand skimmers and the assault railguns is going to be able to clean this up. And that is going to allow Casual to go back to a 3-base mining economy. Mathias will be on a 2-base mining economy. And wow, look at this. JDeez is sitting on 3 mining locations, Empty Soul on 2. So all in all, I would say it's a pretty even match at this point. Let's take a look at units lost.
We've detected something. Can you
Mathias has lost a lot of units, but I imagine that quite a few of those have been blast drones, so I don't know how accurate this is of a representation. But I mean, if we look at combined,
Railgun online.
I mean, it's pretty even. I would say neither team has a distinct advantage at this point in time. Both teams sitting pretty even in terms of economy and in terms of unit composition and military unit count. Still a 2-1 lead for
Armored assault
Team 2,
operational.
though.
All ships be advised. Allied extraction team closing on target area.
What have
Full
we got?
DLZ.
Okay, so Empty Soul's base runner has gone to mid and grabbed an artifact.
Be advised.
Again, if you're not
Team
familiar
on
with this
to recover
game,
artifact.
the artifact retrieval mode has 3 artifacts that spawn in the middle of the map,
Armored assault
and your base
online.
runners, which is like a utility and support vehicle that has multiple roles, and they're different for each faction, they can pick up these artifacts and then transport them to each team's extraction zone. Holy moly, we got interceptors coming through the middle of the map. Mathias, interesting build. What is he going to do with these interceptors? So he went blast drone. Oh, he's going to target the support cruiser. Very nice.
Operational.
Allied craft has been engaged.
I like this a lot, actually. So Mathias with a really cool build. He went blast drone harassment into mass skimmers into interceptors, and look at that. He was able to take down a support cruiser, and now he is targeting down these salvagers, and look at the damage that he's causing. Good grief, man. He just killed 3 salvagers and a support cruiser. 4 salvagers, 5 salvagers.
Research
Oh my god,
completed.
Empty's economy is in ruins right now, so that is a massive pickup and a super nice play from Mathias there. I really like that. And now Mathias on the back of that, in true RTS fashion, expand while you're attacking. I always say that. On the back of that, he has now set up a 3rd mining location, so Mathias looking very strong. But on the left side of the map, we have a big engagement brewing here. We've got assault ships and assault railguns making the push for casual mail.
Taking fire. Coordinates confirmed.
Now these standard railguns are going to be able to shut this down very nicely, provided that JDs can keep this firing line of railguns out of range, because the range on these units are much shorter, and these railguns have very long range and will be able to pierce the armor on all of these units and do extreme damage. So what JDs needs to do,
Strike craft.
or DeezNutz, I suppose. It's much funner saying DeezNutz, but whatever. What he needs to do is position these railguns on the top of this dune right here, because that will give them an accuracy and damage buff. High ground works that way in this game. These terrain features block line of sight, so you can hide behind them, and also high ground on the top of them gives you accuracy and damage buff, which is really nice. So what he needs to do is produce a lot more railguns, get them on top of this dune here, and that's going to force casual all the way back. We do have a bit of skirmishing going on the right side, but nothing decisive at this point.
Move to location.
Still pretty even.
New location.
But I mean, Empty, man, holy crap, he got wrecked.
For mobilization.
That was an amazing push by those interceptors.
Hostile on sensor.
Now it's forced Empty Soul to get 2 support cruisers.
Move order.
I imagine he's going to want to move his carrier out here and start mining off of a 3rd resource location. He now needs to invest in AA. And I imagine what he's going to do is just get support cruiser anti-air. Oh my god, huge fight going on the left-hand side. This base runner is done for. There is absolutely no way that it's going to make it. So we've got both players teaming up on DeezNutz on the left-hand side of the map with a massive push. This is actually going to be a serious problem for Team 1. Oh, they're going to lose all these base runners. 100% guaranteed, this is all gone.
Alert. Support cruiser lost.
Wow, Team 2 with a massive push.
Allied forces have dropped an artifact.
I like this a lot.
Fire support.
So all 3 base runners are now done for, and JD's is in a lot of trouble. What is he building right now?
Units identified.
He's not building anything at the moment, and that's well, he is, but I can't see it. Oh my god, he's got battle cruisers.
Vehicle visually authenticated.
Okay, let's look at this bad boy. So the ultimate unit in the Coalition arsenal, the battlecruiser. It is slow as hell, which makes it kind of difficult to use, and its range isn't spectacular, but this thing is a monster. The highest DPS in the entire game on any unit, the highest armor, most hit points. This thing is a tank and a beast, and Ash is probably super happy to see this unit on the field right now. Hopefully we can get some good action in with this battlecruiser. They're pretty difficult to use, just because of how slow they are, and you really need to get them on top of the enemy to make the best use of them. But, you know, with a battlecruiser or two on the field, that will force casual back. Like, there is really nothing casual has that can engage us in a direct fight, and since the terrain around here is so tight, if JDeezNutz just hugs the dunes, he could probably get on top of them and, like, oh, let's see it. Look at the battlecruiser. It is just going to start laying into all of these units, and boom, boom. Each salvo just wrecks a unit completely. Very nice. And now so a support cruiser to get some healing onto that base runner. I do like this a lot, so JDeez was able to hold the line. And now Mathias has swung back around onto the right-hand side, and Jesus Christ, look at this ball of skimmers, man. That is insane. So skimmers, assault ships, and interceptors. Now the Khaaneph carrier with full power going into missile system is coming into the field. Now it looks like Team 1 at this point is boxed in. Look at this. There is nothing they can do. Empty does not want to engage these assault ships. No, he does not. Look at them get wrecked. Assault ships like hard counter LAVs for the most part. It looks like Empty is actually about to get utterly destroyed here. This is a huge push. How much power does he have in armed logistics? That might save him. He only has level 2 power. That is not going to be enough to hold this. Oh, a couple of railguns on the field, though. They'll be able to clean up these assault ships given enough time. So really, really nice micro, actually, from Empty. Look at this. This is how you want to play as Soban. Fight inside the range of your armed logistics. Wow. Spectacular defense, actually, by Team 1. I mean, they are in a really tough position here, but, like, they have held their ground. Oh, Lord, look at the power in JD's carrier. I keep calling him different things. JDeezNutz, JD's, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, Team 2 looking super, super strong. They're going to try and grab a third artifact, and I don't know if there's anything that Team 1 can do about it. I mean, maybe. Might be able to snipe it, actually. I don't want to call this game just yet. I mean, Team 2 is definitely in a very dominant position. But Team 1 with a very, very solid defense. Is there still a battlecruiser on the field? There is. And now it's starting to get into the late game where we're going to start seeing some carriers come out into the middle of the field and support their units in combat. So it looks like we're going to gear up for a couple of epic, epic fights here. We got more battlecruisers, more support cruisers. So it looks like JDeezNutz is just going to go for mass battlecruiser and support cruiser to try and push in and do some damage, which is not a bad plan. I mean, Casual's entire army is over here, so if JD's pushes up here, he can wipe out all of these mining locations. But for some reason, he's going to chase... he's going to chase Mathias. I mean, I don't mind that. The Khaaneph carrier is super, super fragile. So it's not a frontline combat unit. It's definitely a ranged support unit. Now, it can pump out some insane amounts of DPS with its missile system. So it's very, very deadly, but it cannot stand in combat as a frontline unit. So really nice smoke here from Mathias. I do like that. That's just blocking line of sight, so his carrier cannot be fired upon. An Empty Soul with a desperation move here with these LAVs, trying desperately to snipe this base runner. He's going to grab one of them. He might actually take down a second one as well. Really, really nice play. Wow, what a game this is. Oh, can he get it? Yes, he does. Fantastic play by Empty. Oh, God, look at this. Oh my God, how many? Wow, man, he has got 11 assault railguns over here. He's got siege cruisers as well on the field, so artillery has hit the field for the Gaalsien player, casual male. Looking very strong. He is absolutely... Okay, JD's now has no economy. His entire economy was absolutely wiped out by this massive army, but he is going for the kill, which is not a bad idea. If he can kill Mathias and even it up. Unfortunately, Empty needs to get out of here. I think what Empty should do is get out of here and support JD's and try and kill this carrier, because if they can take down Mathias' carrier, it'll then be a 2 versus 1. I like it. I saw some bombers coming out from Mathias, which is pretty nice. Bombers in this Khaaneph missile system is crazy damage for single target, so they'll be able to take out these battle cruisers, I mean, reasonably effectively. But a nice carrier battle going on over here. Let's check this out. I mean, I think Mathias' carrier is in a bit of trouble here. If this battle cruiser gets over top of that dune, it's pretty much the end of that carrier, big time. Let's see what we got in production. Is he playing anything? He has a cruise missile, though. JD's might be able to do this. Why is he not launching? He is launching. Oh, this is going to be a huge cruise missile hit. Ah! Epic. Epic, epic, epic. That was amazing. Oh my god, I can't even believe this. Look at this. Okay, so Empty is somehow holding the line. I say somehow, but look at his railguns, man. Its number of railguns with LAVs screening for them and armed logistics modules is damn near impossible to push into. So again, Empty Soul with an absolutely fantastic defense. Oh my god, this game is amazing. And Mathias' carrier goes down. What an insane game. So now the dynamic of this match has completely shifted. Team 2 was utterly dominant. And for a while there, it looked like they were going to take the game, but now Mathias has been pushed out of the game, all of his mining shut down, his carrier destroyed, he has nothing. He does have a few production cruisers on the field, so he still can build units. Actually, he has 3 production cruisers, so right now, if he just spams railguns, I really hope for his sake that he was able to get railgun tech before his carrier was destroyed, because if he just spams railguns, they're not out of it yet. Heavy railguns will really kill these battle cruisers and this carrier pretty quickly. But oh my god, is that a max rank? No, that was a railgun.
Artifact position authenticated.
Oh boy, JD's is in a bit of trouble. Okay, I'm in serious suspense here. This game is actually really damn good. One of the better 2v2 games I've seen in a very long time, actually. A ton of back and forth. Oh man, this is going to be a huge push. 2 siege cruisers, massive swarm of sand skimmers, assault railguns, heavy railguns, assault ships. This is pretty much the entire gamut of tech for the Gaalsien player. Oh, some huge artillery barrages. JD's is in for a very bad time. I think his carrier is going to go down here. Oh, and an honor guard cruiser as well. Good grief. This literally is the entire tech tree for the Gaalsien player. Oh my god, what a battle.
Acknowledged. Alert. Siege cruiser verified in the AO.
Nice smoke. Nice smoke, but JDeezNutz has to get his carrier the hell out of here if he wants to survive, and he needs to shunt all of this power into armor. What he needs to do is take power out of weapon systems and shunt it into armor until he's at max armor. If you're ever in this situation, okay, there he goes. No, keep doing it, man. Keep shunting power into your armor. But his entire army is gone. Oh my god, his battle cruisers, his support cruisers, everything has been laid waste. What is Empty doing here? Empty. So Mathias is somehow building a bomber still? How's that possible?
We've detected something. Can you confirm visual?
Well, that must be a bug. Alright, that's a bug in the replay. You can only build aircraft on your carrier, so that's just a bug. Oh my god, are they gonna do this? What an insane game. Mathias is in big trouble, or I mean, JDeezNutz is in big trouble. He's actually getting surrounded. This is going to be a pincer attack. And there are 2 siege cruisers and an honor guard cruiser, and there are still heavy railguns. I think JDeezNutz is in for a really rough time right now. Unless Empty can pull some kind of magic trick out of his ass, JDeezNutz is gonna go down. Oh my god. Look at this LAV swarm. Holy Christ! He just cleaned up... Empty just cleaned up both of those support cruisers. He can get this honor guard cruiser too. Oh my god, look at this. That high ground advantage on all of these LAVs is insane. I imagine they have max upgrades as well. That's how Empty likes to roll. Yes, indeed they do. Look at that. And a cruise missile right on top of the Gaalsien carrier. And now heavy railguns. Oh my god, that was a fantastic... This game is over. Alright, that was absolutely insane. Team 1 is able to take the day with a double carrier kill. What an insane game. That was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Let me know what you think in the comments section, please. If you liked the video, smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and I will see you guys next time.